Welcome to the second to last episode of Vlogmas. Yay. We are doing something we are very excited about. We are showing you the traditional Norwegian Christmas dinner. And of course it does vary from, depending where in Norway you're from. But I think, and someone in Norway are going to kill me for this, I think, but I do think that most people eat this.
I think this is, yes, absolutely the most eaten meal. And
because up north, they eat something else, and in the west, like in the west of Norway, they eat something else, but I think east of Norway has more people.
Yeah, there's a higher population density here.
And we in the east, east of Norway, we usually eat this. So this is our traditional Norwegian food. And we thought we would just eat it and talk to you about Norwegian Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, today is the day we celebrate in Norway. We always celebrate Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24th, that is when we celebrate. And 25th is not really a special day for us.
No, not in Norway.
So,
all right, shall we get
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Especially to your Norwegians.
Yeah.
Or Scandinavians. Or
yeah, and you would say God jul.
Yeah, God jul. And we will, of course, talk about everything. First and foremost, we have ribbe. This is what we have been talking about before. Mm-hmm. There's not really a good English word for it. Some people have come with like suggestions for what it's called, but just so you know, we call it ribbe. It is pork ribs, and you like slice up the skin so it gets what do you call it?
You get crackling.
Crackling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the main thing on the table. Mm-hmm. And to add to that, we have two other pork variations. So it's all pork today.
Yeah, it is.
We have pork patties. We call it medisterkaker. And we have pork sausage, which we call
Christmas sausage. And then we have potatoes. We have sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Which is delicious. And here's a thing. This is a tradition I have never seen before.
Okay, usually we have something called lingonberry.
Lingonberry jam.
Jam.
But this is a tradition from Marita's family, and they usually have currants, red currants, red currant jelly.
My grandma always makes her own, like, it's a jelly. So we've had that every Christmas, and I think it's the usual. I think it's a like staple from where she's from.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah, and this is a sauce that is made like from the fat when you make this, when you make the ribbe.
It's like a stock.
Yeah. Yeah. And also we usually have mustard, and we usually have some kind of fancy mustard. But we only had this. This is kind of the cheap kind.
It's kind of like French's.
Yeah. And dessert, we maybe talk about when we get to the dessert. Yeah.
One thing of contention every year, or a discussion around the dinner table, is how good the crackling is. It's like it's like a point of pride for a lot of people to have like the perfect crackling.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird because the crackling isn't the best part about that.
No. It's like in the north of Norway, they usually have fish. Well, I think at least. And they have cod.
Lutefisk.
Yeah, the difference between cod and something called lutefisk, which is lye fish, is like fish which has been brined in lye. On the western part of Norway, they usually have what we also mentioned before, which is stick meat.
Yeah, so it's like lamb that has been like salted and been in water for a couple of days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it's cooked.
And also we have
Christmas soda,
the brown salt.
Yeah, and of course we always have all of this homemade, and this is like store-bought now. Yeah. Or like the sauce usually homemade. Yeah, the dessert is usually homemade. It is not today. And like the jelly and stuff usually.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go in for the medister cake. I've been craving this all frickin' December, and I've been looking forward to this. Oh my god, it's like really, it is like this mushy thing, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's like really fatty pork meat that is like in a patty.
This has been standing out a bit, so I don't think the crackling's going to be that. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. There's the Norwegian version of BBC, which is called NRK. They every Christmas they have like where they live stream the making of rib minute for minute, and it's live on the main channel. It's like you can see the temperature in like a gauge on the side here. There's a picture from inside the oven here, and it's kind of like this massive thing, and then talk about it. It's seriously funny.
Commentary of like rib making.
This was seriously good.
Yeah, so like when it comes to Norwegian traditions, I would assume it's very like individual. Matt here is partly British, as you might know, so he has some British traditions.
Yeah.
We usually start our day with a stocking. Our mom would hang stockings on our doors, so when we woke up, they would hang there with candy in them. And we would start our morning with candy from the stocking and watching the same movies every year on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we would watch the same shows every year, and it is like, yeah, you Norwegian people, you know, but some of them are Norwegian, some of the movies are Norwegian, some of them are from other countries. And we told you about the like 3 wishes for Cinderella. That's one of the movies we usually watched, and I think we would just sit there like in our pajamas, watching TV, eating candy, and mom would start preparing dinner, and
like really early.
Yeah, really early, and yeah, when it came time to like go to the church, everyone like got dressed, and went to the church in around 5, I think. And I usually stayed home because the church here are very boring. We don't have a very exciting church like service, and someone had to look after the rib, so that became my job. So I usually stayed home, and I just like you have to pour fat over the rib for like each 15 minutes. So that's what I did while watching TV or something.
Usually had a massive dinner. I mean, like you would have this times 3. You usually serve like 3 times more than you should at least.
Yeah.
And then while everyone is really full, you end up having coffee and cakes.
Yeah.
And that's like
and
maybe
dessert.
And dessert.
First, yeah.
Yeah. So all that's sort of like almost at 7 o'clock or something. And it's like after maybe 8 o'clock, maybe 9 at night. That's when you start opening presents.
We had a bit different because we usually had one gift before. I don't know if it was before dinner or if it was before dessert, but I think maybe it was before dinner. I don't know. We when we were kids, we could pick out one gift to open before everything else. We always loved that, and we always like picked the one that looked most exciting.
Yeah, and normally like opening presents lasts almost like if you're a big family, it can last until like midnight, and that's one thing that I've always found like baffling with Norwegian Christmas, because like imagine being a kid and you're awake until really late and you're really excited about the presents, but you have to go to bed.
Yeah.
So that's why I've liked the English version of it, where like you wake up and you have your stocking. You go down, maybe you would be able to open one present, and then we would eat breakfast, and then after breakfast we would open all the presents, and that gives you the whole day to play with the presents, video games and stuff while mum makes the dinner. And
But that kind of was the fun part. We had like the night we got excited about the present when we got them, and we got to like play with them a little bit, and then we had to go to bed. And the first thing we did in the morning was we ran downstairs and we started to play with our presents. So it kind of got like a 2-day thing. So yeah, we have always had our like gift opening until at least over midnight. I think some years we have been like finished at maybe 2 o'clock at night or something.
2 a.m.
Yeah, we have always been like 6 or 7 people, and we are not like fast at opening presents. That is like the part I love, but not getting the presents, but like giving presents.
Yeah,
it's so fun to give presents and see like someone else get excited about it.
It is. I think that's the best part. I hate getting presents, especially on Christmas, because it's like
all eyes are on you.
Yeah, all eyes are on you, and you kind of feel like you have to react in a certain way, you know what I mean? It's like, even though you're really excited about the gift and it's a good gift and you're really happy for it, right? You kind of like, you feel like you have to like smile extra or something, you know? Usually when you open the presents as well, you've still had like this massive dinner, you've had the dessert, and you've had coffee, and you might have had some cakes. But while you're sat there in the sofa for 6 hours opening presents, you're also nibbling on sweets. So it's like a really like indulgent day.
Yeah.
I think Christmas is like the one day I really go full out. It's like I can eat a decent amount of food, but it's like on Christmas, it's like I have no limit, and I'm not ashamed about it, because it's like, it's Christmas.
It's okay.
Yeah,
everyone does it.
Yeah. So it's like I'll be stuck on the sofa and not be able to walk.
Yeah. We always have the same like routine in like regards to the meals. We always have dinner. No entree. I don't know if that's common to have.
No.
No. We go straight to dinner, and we usually have two servings.
Yeah.
Dinner usually, and when we're done, we always say, "Oh, we need a break before dessert. Oh, we need to take a minute now." But 2 minutes later, dessert is on the table, and it's always the same thing. Always what we have been talking about earlier this Vlogmas. We always have something called rice cream, and that's on the table after dinner, and we all have about 2 servings of that, and then we're done. And then we start making the coffee, and we sit down, we like take a rest, watch some TV. Maybe we start opening some presents, but we usually like move to the couch, so like from the table to the couch. And then it's we start putting the cakes on the table.
Yeah.
The cakes and the Christmas cookies and the coffee, everything goes on the table by the couch, and we start nibbling on everything, and that starts right after dessert and continues throughout the night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
actually.
and at night, if the gift opening takes really long, we usually can like move back to the kitchen and start nibbling on the meat on the dinner. So it's like just a food cascade throughout the day.
There's certain movies and stuff they show on TV in the morning. Like I never was used to watching that 3 Wishes to Cinderella or like the live action movies. I was more of the Donald Duck's Christmas, you know, the Disney, the old fashioned one with like Timmy Grasshopper and where they did like a cavalcade of different mini Christmassy Disney things. That was my jam.
And that's more international, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I always loved the one, I don't think it's even Christmassy, the one with Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse and, I don't know, Goofy. When they're in a caravan and they're moving through the mountain and they're eating and all that stuff. For some reason, I always loved that one. Yeah. And also, we pre-recorded this one a day or 2 ahead, so we're not alone on Christmas.
No, don't worry about us. We will be with my parents on Christmas.
Yeah.
So, and my sisters.
This was delicious. Okay, I'm going to say stop there.
Yeah, me too. Another Norwegian Christmassy thing is nuts. I don't know If that,
yeah.
I don't know if that's in other countries, but like cracking nuts and walnuts and hazelnuts usually with their shell.
Yeah.
And you just like.
That's one of the things
it.
you do when you sat on the sofa. You're cracking nuts and kicking ass.
Yeah. I would rather have candy.
Yeah. If there's like a bowl with like different candies in, you know, I'm picking that.
Twist.
Yeah.
And Non-Stop are two like very common Christmas candies here.
Yeah. I'm used to that too. And also the video we made with like the 7 kinds, the Christmas traditional cookies.
Yeah.
They are also on the table. All right.
This is good.
Should we
get into the dessert?
Yeah, should we clean this away first?
Okay.
Okay. See you soon. So just like the traditions, we start with dessert directly afterwards.
Yeah. So this is rice cream. It's kind of like rice porridge mixed in with cream. And we just like in Vlogmas made like a healthier version of that, a low carb version. So I will link that so you can go check that out if you want a low carb and low calorie alternative. But yeah, always that with some sort of berry sauce. This is raspberry sauce.
Yeah. And they usually just call it red sauce. Is it just because well, obviously because it's red, but is it usually just raspberry or is it
I think it's usually a mix.
All right.
With at least like raspberry and strawberry. And we also always sprinkle some sugar on top. And we told you we have like sprinkled in Norwegian traditions throughout Vlogmas.
Yeah.
Because in another Vlogmas when we taste tested the marzipan pig, we told, I think it's that
Yeah.
we told you that always when they serve this, they put an almond in it, like a peeled almond, so it's white. Put that in there, and the one who gets the almond gets a prize. And like from tradition, that prize is a marzipan pig.
Yeah.
But no one likes the marzipan pig, so we have changed it out.
I like the marzipan pig. Oh, that's proper sauce.
Yeah.
We bought this from like one of the largest food chain here in Norway. They had pre-made rice cream and red sauce, and the rice cream is so good. And the sauce, it tastes like they're just taken raspberries and blitzed it. This is like the perfect mix.
Yeah.
It's like sweet and creamy rice with cream, and you have a tart jam to it. It's so good.
And yeah, my mom and my family, like in general, have never had vanilla like bean in there, but this has vanilla.
Yeah, and that's that game changer.
Yeah, I'm thinking about slipping some vanilla into mom's. I'm sorry, mom, if you're ever watching this.
Maybe we should do that. Like just scrape out a vanilla pod.
Flick it in there when she looks away.
It doesn't sound appealing that it's cooked rice with whipped cream, but it seriously it
I
is.
think it sounds very appealing.
Yeah, also sugar, but it's like it's so good. Look up recipes for rice cream eller riskrem. Try making this yourself. Seriously, it is yummy. And
but it is crucial to have the perfect ratio. If you have too much cream, it just tastes like cream with the lumps, and that's nasty. So you want more rice than cream.
Yeah.
Sort of. So you want a thick consistency. And some people put almond extract in this, like. But if you're going to do that, you should use a very small amount.
Yeah.
I feel like almond extract is better in the low carb version than in this one.
Because this one has the sweetness and the flavor you want.
Yeah.
But you need you need the almond extract for the low carb version.
Yeah, to make it have more flavor.
Oh, that was delicious.
This is so good.
I so want more, but I don't think I can.
In 2 days, I will have 2 servings. And we were just at a family dinner, yesterday or the day before that or something, and Matt got the almond.
But it was technically yours. She went to get another portion of rice cream, and she ate some of it, and she was like, "Oh, I can't finish it." I says, "I'll do it." No, I said, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I get the almond, I keep the price. She said yes. The first bite I took out of her rice cream, there was the almond.
Yeah.
So,
and that's where we saw that the price have changed because he got Kit Kat.
yeah, Kit Kat and
that has never happened. And
yeah, that was
dime good. And some like jelly candy.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was good.
And in 2 days from now, I will get the almond, and I will make sure of that.
What I'm really craving now is a cup of coffee.
Christmas cookies. That is what we would do if
Yeah.
this was Christmas. The 7 kinds and sugar cookies because we have just made them. And if you want that recipe, you should click here.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom just reported she will make Maryland cookies. That's like chocolate chip cookies. So we will be eating those. And candy and coffee. And we will bring our sweatpants and some large hoodies because we will need them. And we will dress up also, even though we're just with the family and not leaving the house.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we forgot to mention that. You usually dress up like really nice in suit and dresses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I always wear a maxi dress because that's the most comfortable one. So I look nice, but I am very comfortable.
Yeah, you look stunning in it.
Thank you. And you look stunning in a suit.
Thank you.
It looks uncomfortable.
It's not that uncomfortable,
No?
but I do have to let it out.
Let it out.
Let it. But that's like also a funny thing is like the moment that everyone dresses up really nice, and the moment the dinner is over, it's like, okay, I'm getting out of these clothes and I'm putting on like the most like relaxing clothes I have.
You can hear the buttons popping.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed Vlogmas, and I hope you enjoy tomorrow's episode because that's going to be the best one.
It's gonna be special.
Yeah, so stay tuned. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about Norwegian traditions, leave them below. And subscribe if you haven't. And we will see you tomorrow.
God jul!